64-bit legends. Welcome.
Legend of the game like GoldenEye, I'm more than right.
Yeah.
In the perfect dark is dreams that seem to come to life. 64-bit, the shit, it's as real as it
Yeah.
gets. We can
Yeah.
talk sports, games, and music, take your pick. Point with the news, pull up and crack a brew. Smoke one with the crew,
Smoke.
tune in and take a view.
Watch.
We here to raise the bar from the lowest mark. Sit your ass down and listen, it's time for the show to start.
Welcome to another episode of the 64-Bit Legends. I am Bobby, the best in the business caboose. As always, looking for that hot tag. The hottest of the tags. We got Mr. Worldwide, Melvin fucking Troy.
I'm tapping in.
You're tapping in?
You hear that sound?
Tap, tap, tap.
That's me
Taparoo.
tapping in.
All you got to do is tap it. Tap
That's
it in.
me tapping in.
Tap, tap, taparoo.
So,
So what's up, man? It's just past July 4th.
yes, the 4th of July has come and gone. I will say, this was a good year for firework purchases for myself. I think I dropped about $300.
Yeah, you shot a rocket right at me.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
It wasn't on purpose. It fell. So it was for everybody to understand. Imagine like a bottle rocket, but they have them bigger. So it's a stick, and you just light a rocket, and I put it in the dirt, and it kind of fell forward a little bit, and it
and shot towards me and Nate.
yeah.
The
Well,
only other two people you were with.
well, you were standing in the line of sight there.
Yeah.
You should have been.
And I'm pretty sure it whizzed right past my ear, and then we were in the explosion.
Well,
It
listen.
hit the fence and exploded everywhere.
That's how you properly celebrate the 4th, okay?
I guessed. By
'Cause-
almost dying.
Well, think about it. I mean, the whole point of lighting fireworks, like I was listening to the neighborhood yesterday, and everybody was lighting off fireworks, and I was in my house, and I was like, man, it sounds like gunshots. I was like, what if, this is what it would sound like if there was a war in my neighborhood.
Oh.
Like you'd hear it sounds like gunshots and explosions.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's the best way to celebrate is almost getting hit with some sort of shrapnel or something because it puts you in the zone of what it's like to fight for freedom.
Oh.
So
Similar to Ukraine?
well, I don't know what's going on over there, but what I do know, because I don't know, I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're for freedom or
I don't know. But
for whatever.
I mean,
but
they're hearing fireworks every day, it seems like.
that's true. So yeah, so it's like but yeah, you're fighting for freedom. You fought for freedom. So give yourself a pat on the back.
By turning and running like 4 steps, and it whizzed past me and hit the fence.
It's good. That's good. And good thing we had that fence there.
And then it had the explosion part,
Well,
which it was all the colors right in front of us.
See, it was fun. There was a little bit of excitement. There was a nice display of fireworks.
Well, there's other excitement.
Yeah.
There are exciting things going on around here, or not around here, but in the world.
Oh yeah.
Logan Paul just signed with WWE.
Oh yeah. So has he debuted yet?
He has not. He's probably debuting at SummerSlam.
He would.
He's coming after The Miz after The Miz attacked him after their tag team match at Mania.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So he's gonna be an official WWE superstar.
I mean, to be honest, that's a pretty good move because it's more consistent money that he can get doing that than having to do fights.
Right.
Because eventually,
Now, is it him or his brother that is the main boxer?
so both of them were boxing.
Right.
Logan Paul is the one that fought Mayweather.
Okay.
And Jake Paul boxes, but he's not as he fights like he'll fight like these MMA guys that have like no heat. He was trying to get Conor McGregor to fight him. And
Right.
Conor McGregor was like, "No, I'm not fucking doing this."
Didn't he steal his hat or something?
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
airport?
he stole his hat. It was
Yeah,
like,
Logan Paul seems like I kind of like Logan Paul better.
Logan Paul has a little bit more brains.
He's not the problem
he can-
child.
Yeah, he can present himself. Like if you ever watch a video of Jake Paul, you look at sometimes you feel bad if you watch his vlogs or whatever because you're like, oh, this kid's retarded. Like this kid, like if you listen to him talk,
Yeah.
he sounds like he has like a disability.
Huh.
Like he's got some sort of learning disability or something. He's not gonna have the longevity that Logan Paul has, and I have a feeling mark my words, give it about 5 years, he's gonna be like Aaron Carter, where he's gonna tattoo his face and he's gonna have an OnlyFans because he's
Selling feet pics.
selling feet pics. I swear to God, he will. I mean, and Logan Paul, by the way, is going to be successful. He's in the WWE. He'll get himself in movies. He'll be like The Rock. I think Logan Paul, well, not so much The Rock, maybe a Cena. He's going to try to go that route. He'll get cast in a few, movies, that are okay.
He'll be all over Tubi or something.
Yeah, he'll be a Tubi guy.
Or Netflix.
Yeah, I think he'll start on a Tubi, and then he'll work his way up to Netflix. And then if he's really lucky, he'll be on HBO.
Right.
He'll get himself up there. But, I think that this is a smarter move for him overall. Because, again, you can't – if your whole thing is boxing, and he if I remember correctly, the Mayweather thing was a draw, right?
Yeah. They made sure it was a draw.
Yeah, so nobody really lost. And you can only fix so many fights like that. Because let's be honest, those fights are fixed.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't have watched it if it wasn't free on my illegal service.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
But in other news,
yeah.
With a world that just at least a country that banned abortions.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Someone's out there fucking. And
yeah.
someone's out there fucking and having tons of kids.
Oh, yes.
On purpose.
Oh, really?
It's on purpose.
Really?
Mr. Nick fucking Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. Not Nick Cage. All the girls are wild about that Nick Cage, but it's about this Nick Cannon tonight.
So Nick Cannon's having a bunch of kids.
I guess he's got lupus. Which I just looked up. He said it was a deadly disease, but I just looked up.
Is it deadly?
I looked up on Google, and, Google explains everything.
Yeah.
It's like 80 to 90% of people can live just a normal life.
Yeah, let's look up the description of lupus. Lupus is a various...
it's like something with your kidneys or liver or something.
Any of the various diseases or conditions marked by an inflammation of the skin, especially lupus. So there's lupus... There's a lot of lupus. The Southern Constellation... Wait, what?
Look up Nick Cannon lupus.
I'm looking at the dictionary. So it's like lupus disease. Yeah, what is the disease? Lupus disease can affect the... inflammatory disease caused when the immune system attacks its own tissues. Lupus can affect the joints, skin, kidneys, blood cells, brain, heart, and lungs. Symptoms vary but can include fatigue, joint pain, rash, fever. They can periodically get worse, flare up, quote in quotes, and then improve. While there's no cure for lupus, current treatments focus on improving quality of life through controlling symptoms and minimizing flare-ups. So that's what he's got. So it could be any of those things that he's got. So his answer is, I need to have a ton of kids.
Yes.
But now... one of these types of diseases, it sounds like a disease, and I'm not a doctor, but it sounds like one of those diseases that can like genetically be passed down. Kind of like how people can be prone to cancers or like
it's genetic,
like MS or whatever, things like that. So, in a weird way, like why? Can you?
I don't know.
Look it up,
he's currently, I think, got 7 kids.
He's got 7.
I believe so.
That's
That's what the first thing came up when I looked this up real quick.
Really?
It was something like 7. And according to like a Howard Stern interview, like back in like 2017, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna just try to have as many kids as I can. And he makes he makes enough money. I mean, he's got his own talk show now.
True.
He was the host of America's Got Talent.
He's not anymore though.
No, I know, but I'm sure he made fucking a ton of money off of that.
Yeah.
He's got that Nickelodeon money from his childhood.
Yeah.
And then his movies. I mean, this guy is probably...
Is he doing that many movies, though?
Yeah, but like Drumline.
He's still getting a check from Drumline?
Yeah, he probably is.
But here's the thing, though. If you have that many kids, that's a lot of mothers.
Right.
That you have to pay off.
But I think he's cool with it. Like, I'm saying, like...
So he's just like, I don't want any more money. I'm just going to give it all to the
Well, no, he doesn't
mamas.
plan on living long, I guess. And
But does lupus kill you?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it said like 80 to 90% of people like live a normal life. So like, I don't know if his is worse or what, but he like is like, yo, I'm making all this money. I can just give it to my kids and fade off.
I get. I mean, but isn't he like our age?
I don't know. I think he's a little older.
Okay, but okay, so let's say he's like roughly like 40. Let's see, what is not Nick Cage, Nick Cannon.
All the girls like Nick Cage.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's age. How old is Nick Cannon? 41. Okay, he's 41 years old.
41.
He's 41 though. I mean, I'm surprised he's hanging it up already. Be like, all right, I'm just succumbing to the lupus.
Maybe it's a midlife crisis.
I'm thinking it's a midlife crisis. I'm thinking that's what it is.
And like, I wonder if it has anything to do with like legacy. Like, I want the Cannon name to be lit up in lights for generations to come. So he's just gonna have like 28 kids.
Well, because like Nick Cannon has done like a lot of different things. He's like a jack of all trades, a master of none, is I think the best way to describe him, because he raps.
Yeah,
he's done comedy.
He sucks. His comedies aren't good.
No, stand up is
he's
terrible.
A decent host.
He can host a show, and he was married to Mariah Carey.
Yep.
And they had some kids.
And he had a feud with Eminem.
Well, I think it was one-sided.
I don't know. Nick probably
time,
came back with a good battle rap.
The first time Eminem was dissing Mariah Carey, and then Nick Cannon was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get in on this," and then Eminem was like, "I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna acknowledge you."
Okay, Kenan Thompson. Oh wait, I forgot. You're someone else. Did you used to be on Kenan and Kel?
So, yeah. Wait, was it? No, he was on all that. Yeah.
But I'm saying Eminem probably doesn't know the difference.
No, he's just like, whatever. I'm not. This is beneath me. I looked at, by the way, when I searched Nick Cannon's age, the first question that pops up is, what disease does Nick Cannon have?
Yeah, see, he keeps talking about this disease. It recently came up like on local radio about like him just wanting to have a bunch of kids.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened recently with him. But the interview that I was getting some stuff from was from like 2017 on Howard Stern.
Okay.
And he was like, "Yeah, I just want to have a bunch of kids."
I mean, hey, whatever. If you just want to go and that's what you want to be able to do. It's just like he's gonna end up in the poorhouse if he's not careful. Unless he's marrying somebody and just impregnate this one woman.
Well, I think he's got multiple baby mamas as is right now.
Let me see. Let's look up. Let's see. Nick Cannon. How many kids? I want to. How many kids does Nick Cannon have?
He's got like Bebe's kids.
He got seven so far.
7's the lucky number right now.
And it looks like it's how many? Okay, so how many kids? How many mothers? How many
baby mamas?
How many baby? That's like the third question down. How many baby mamas does Nick Cannon?
7.
He's got 7. So it's like, here's something Nick could do. This might make things easier.
Open a brothel.
No, or you do that, or just pick one. Just pick one.
Yeah, but then they're like...
Or two. Just pick two. You can
guys can have kids until they're fucking like 80.
Yeah.
Women can't.
Dude,
so you gotta choose different women.
You're telling me there isn't at least 2 women out there that are willing to be impregnated by Nick Cannon like once every other year?
Not at all.
I don't know.
No woman can keep up with Nick Cannon for that long.
I don't know.
You get a one chance, one opportunity to seize all that you ever wanted from Nick Cannon. Are you gonna take it? You're gonna let it slip?
That's a lot of kids, man. That's a lot. But hey, whatever. My shout out to Nick Cannon. I keep wanting to call him Nick Cage.
Palms are sweaty. Nick Cannon is ready.
Yeah.
He's got his mom's spaghetti.
He's probably loving this
already.
Then. He's loving this like whole like, hey, no more abortions type thing.
Yeah.
That's
why it all ties in.
He's probably. I bet he's what do they call it? Pro-life.
Pro-life.
He's definitely. He's like, shout out pro-life.
Yeah.
My name is Nick Cannon. What if he's the one who pushed it in? What if it's like him and like, who's another one that's got but like
Cromartie. Okay, so
who the fuck is that?
Look up what the hell is his first name? Just put in Cromartie NFL kids.
Cromartie. Oh, Antonio Cromartie?
Yes.
Okay, Antonio Cromartie.
All right, some technical difficulties when we're back. Antonio Cromartie.
Yes, Antonio Cromartie. You were telling me.
Yeah, look up how many kids Antonio Cromartie has.
He has, let's see.
Because that was like the joke before Nick Cannon.
Yes.
It still might be the joke. Nick Cannon might have not reached him yet.
Cromartie's got. How many does Cromartie got? Doesn't tell. Oh, I gotta count them. They don't give me a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 10.
All right,
he's got 10 kids.
But I believe they're with it's like 8 different women or some shit.
No. Okay, this is out of date. Okay, this is February 5th, 2022. Antonio Cromartie has 14 kids with 8 women.
Yep.
again, can you, like, I don't know, man. Why don't you just pick? I understand you don't want to just be with one woman, and you want to have a lot of kids, but can you pick, like, can we cut that in half? Like 14 kids with
You have a
with 4
birthday
women.
every month, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's
Well,
a lot.
on average.
And I'm going to be honest, that's going to really, does he still play football?
No.
How long has he not been, was he like a big deal in football?
I mean, he
don't
was a
know
good player, but he wasn't like. I mean,
How long was he in the league for? Did he say?
I'd say probably 10 years.
Okay, so he's doing
I mean, you could
okay.
look it up. Like, look up his NFL career.
Well, what I want to look up is his net worth. Yeah, because I want to know, like, can he afford to have all these kids? He's worth $10 million, which whenever they say $10 million, I know I've met people that they say they're worth $10 million. They are not worth $10 million. So I don't exactly trust this. I'm thinking he's going to be. I'm hoping he's a penny pincher because I don't know how he's going to pay for all these fucking kids.
Dude, and then you're thinking, like, okay, if he's worth $10 million, at least 8 of those women get half of what he's.
They get half of it. Yeah, they get. So yeah, you got to take that $10 million, and you're gonna have to. Cut
Maybe not half. Maybe not half because if they were never married, maybe it's just a percentage.
It depends. Yeah, it's a percentage of like the but it's the it could be a big chunk of change because I know people that make like probably like $250,000 a year, and they're paying. They got 2 kids, for example, and they're paying like probably over $10,000 a month.
Yeah,
which is like half of their income.
There's people that I work with, that are paying like $2,000 a month. Yeah, and like I'm nothing special, dude. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of fucking money to be paying each month.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean if someone like him who's probably apparently worth $10 million, there's at least $5 million a year that's probably just getting chopped. If that's true, he's getting just cut right off and sent to all these kids. It's like, dude, you could have. That's a lot. Like when you get the kid, unless you're wanting that many kids, maybe he just wants that many kids. But
I'm pretty sure he just fucks without protection.
But it's like by kid number 7, wouldn't you be like, I gotta probably change up my approach here? You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you by like the halfway mark? Like when you get, and I'm sure there's a couple twins in there.
Okay, here I got a scenario for you, and so this should have been on Deal Breakers, but there's a girl I know that, or I should say woman because she's a woman. She's in her 40s. She's got 6 kids, right?
Okay,
6 kids. But she'll hit on younger dudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind, I'm like, all right, once you hit, I would say like 3 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you hit like 3 kids and you're over probably 30, 35 years old, you should probably stop looking at younger dudes.
Yeah.
Is that?
Maybe. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Can she pull younger dudes? Is she
probably. I mean, she could probably fuck younger dudes, but like, I think she's looking for a relationship. But the thing is like,
well, she's probably looking for somebody younger so they can keep up with all these kids. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, as somebody, I'm 35 years old, and I right now don't have the energy to take care of a bunch of kids.
Right, but like the thing is like. If you're an older woman looking for a younger dude, I don't think a lot of younger dudes are gonna like. A lot of younger dudes, first of all, like it takes a certain special guy to be a stepdad, right?
Yeah.
And second of all, like if you have that many, like, and you're looking for a younger dude, like, I think that's damn near impossible. Like you would have to find an older dude with already had kids and stuff that you can kind of be like, or if they didn't have kids and they were just like, they're older and they want to settle down or whatever, and they just never have, or whatever the case is. But I think it's damn near impossible to get with a younger dude if you're a chick that has more than, let's say, 3 kids and are older than 35.
Yeah, you're definitely, that's going to be an uphill battle. I mean, you're not
going to pull a 30-year-old dude or a 28-year-old dude or whoever.
You're really going to need some looks on your side. Because if you don't have that, forget it. It ain't going to happen.
Right.
You're fucked. You're fucked. Real quick though, I just saw this when I was looking up about the kids. There's a question on Google about Antonio Cromartie. They realized, how many kids did Antonio Cromartie have after a vasectomy? So apparently he had a vasectomy, And
well,
I
you
look
can get
here-
it reversed.
Well, he goes, though Cromartie got a vasectomy in 2013, he and Tarika, I'm guessing is his girl, welcomed twins 3 years later. How powerful is this guy's fucking jizz, dude?
Wow.
He's
He's got that super semen.
he maintains that the births of his children following the procedure is the work of a higher power. So, yeah, that's the headline. My vasectomy hasn't stopped me from having kids.
These are all my disciples.
Yeah, this is fucking crazy. This guy's got to stop. He's out of control. Maybe that's what Nick Cannon knows him, and he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna fucking go the Cromartie way."
It probably does. I mean, the Cromartie way was an ongoing joke, like for years, because like everyone knew he had just a bunch of fucking kids.
But the fact that a vasectomy can't even stop it, it's like, no, you're getting impregnated. This is happening.
It's like it's like Godzilla. Like, how do you take it down? Oh, we need to take out Godzilla's dick. We can give him a vasectomy. That'll work. And you give it to him, and then it doesn't fucking work. He's still spraying all over.
Yeah. Spreading
his seed.
Oh, man. Cromartie's spraying his seed with a fucking fire hose. This is insane. So you're talking about Nick Cannon, though. This reminded me of something. Did you hear about... Because Nick Cannon's got a disease. But
Lupus.
Yes, lupus. But Justin Bieber has a disease. Have you heard about this?
No.
Justin Bieber? So Justin Bieber has a disease. Let's see.
Is he love struck?
No. He's got a rare disorder, apparently. It's called Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. And
What the hell is Ramsay-Hunt syndrome?
Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. So it's... Let's see here. But he's got, like, half of his face is... Here's the video of it right here. I'll play it for you. All anybody's got to do is just go on Instagram. Go to his Instagram page. It's got 246 million followers. There's a good chance you've probably already seen it. But this is how it.
Hey everyone. Justin here.
You see his eye?
I wanted to update
why is
you
his
guys
eye like that?
on.
So like half of his
what's been
face is
going on.
paralyzed,
Obviously,
or like
as you can probably see from my face, I have.
I don't know why I needed 3 minutes to tell this.
Syndrome called.
But it's really. I at first I thought he was using like a filter.
Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, and it is from this virus that
COVID? What is it?
attacks the nerve in my ear and my facial nerves. And
All right. Well, anyway, you get the idea here. I'll read the description of what Ramsay-Hunt.
Is Ramsay-Hunt just the first guy to ever have it?
Yeah.
Is it like Parkinson's or Lou Gehrig's disease or?
It looks like, permanent hearing loss, facial weakness. It'll fuck you up, it looks like. For most people, the hearing loss and facial paralysis associated with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome is temporary. However, it can become permanent. So, and apparently he had Lyme disease when he was younger. Back in 2020, they said it's been a rough couple years. He wrote that he's been having Lyme disease. So, fucking Bieber's just getting all fucked up.
Yeah, the Biebs.
The Biebs is getting out of control.
I mean, he's got Bieber fever.
Yeah, he
Get it?
does.
Ah.
He contracted it. He's the carrier. He's spread it.
Yeah, why don't they just call
else.
it Bieber fever instead of like Sam Hunt's disease or whatever it's called? Who's Sam Hunt? Isn't he like a country singer or something?
I don't know who Sam Hunt is.
It's a famous name. Look it up.
Sam Hunt?
Yeah, I think he's a country singer or something. I don't listen to shit. But the name sounds familiar. It's not a Jim Hunt.
No, that's a whole nother thing. Sam Hunt. I think you're right. It is a country singer. Yeah, you're on top of that. I didn't know you knew the country scene so well.
I don't. I literally had to DJ a backyard wedding a couple of years ago. And they're like, yeah, can we get, I'm talking to them on the phone prior. And they're like, yeah, mix some like 80s, 90s and some country, and all this shit. And I'm like, okay, cool. So it went in my ear like that, and it went to my brain like, all right, I'm playing 80s and 90s, and I'll throw like 3 country songs on, right? Because I'm not playing country at a wedding.
Yeah.
And, dude, for 5 hours.
That was just
all they wanted was country. And I don't know 5 hours worth of country music. So I was on Google just like top 100 country wedding songs. Played like all those. Played fucking like I just like party country song. I literally had to Google everything and then like download and just fucking. It was a fucking nightmare.
How many times did you play "Ride a Horse, Not a Cowboy" or whatever?
I think once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's the only
that
one
was
I
gonna
know.
be like my every third song because like if it was the only songs that I knew, it would have been a 3-song rotation.
That's the only like.
And I hate that song, by the way.
I spent time at a country station, and I could tell you that I don't even know that. I know Garth Brooks. When the
but could you
Thunder
name
Rolls.
it? Oh, okay. So you're gonna name the song too?
Yeah, I could do Garth
Okay.
Brooks when the thunder rolls. Friends in Low Places. Everybody knows that one. That's crazy. And then I know the fucking what? Not Ride a Horse. It's like
Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy.
yeah, Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy.
The Red Solo Cup.
Oh yeah, Red Solo Cup.
Like,
I know
that song
that one.
sucks.
I don't even know who sings that.
Me either. I know one Randy Travis song.
Yeah,
I
I know
forget the name of it.
I
though.
know who Travis Tritt is. I don't know their song.
Yeah, I've heard of the name. I know Darius Rucker because he was Hootie,
Oh yeah, that's right.
but I don't know the name of his songs.
No, I don't know. I know that Nelly did a country album with Tim McGraw. Tim McGraw is a country
Tim
singer.
McGraw, and he was in Blindside.
Tim McGraw was
Yeah.
like the song, or he was acting in
the
it.
actor or the acting in it.
What was he? The dad?
He was married to Sandra Bullock. Yeah,
No, okay.
I think that was Tim McGraw.
Might have been. You might be right. I don't know.
He owned a Taco Bell, and they got Taco Bell, and they're like, ah.
Wait.
In the
Oh,
movie.
in the movie,
yeah,
he was like.
he owned like a bunch of like fast food restaurants, and that's how they got like rich.
Oh, and then you were like, well, I'm gonna take care of like this.
6'7" black dude
Yeah.
that's like 400 pounds. Yeah,
Okay.
his senior year in high school, or that's like part of the fucking movie. I think it's like a little bit fictitious, but like it is based
Yeah, there's
on fact. But
there's
like
a real person.
yeah, he like that's like whenever someone says they're gonna adopt a kid, like I'm like, why don't you just adopt like a 16-year-old 6'8" black kid that's going to the NBA
Yeah.
and be like,
I mean,
hey, let me, remember who took care of you for those 2 years,
That's true. I mean, that's because they need help too.
or like a lengthy Lithuanian
What?
who's gonna
Lithuania.
be good at basketball.
Lithuanians known for their basketball.
Well, no, I just like European players, but I just didn't want to single out like just black kids.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
you
there.
know?
I mean, there's
This show isn't racist.
Yeah, Lithuanians need homes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What if we just? I think would be good if someone adopted. And they should make a movie of this. They just adopted like some 30-year-old dude that's just not really going anywhere in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's still like he never really fully graduated college. That'd be a great movie. I think you could put and he's just like working at like Costco or something.
Like Seth Rogen.
Yeah, and he's just and he's not really doing much, and then eventually he gets motivated to become like employee of the month.
And
I
they
think
throw him like a very sad birthday party with like
Yeah.
a cupcake with one candle.
Yeah,
And they're like, happy birthday, Seth, or whoever it is.
yeah.
And he's like, thanks.
I think that a movie exists, but
Like-
it's
they're like,
get
"Oh,
the idea.
Do you want to go outside and be productive today? And he's just like,
Yeah.
playing World of Warcraft. He's like, nah, I think
Nah.
I'm good.
Yeah, which I will say though, speaking of World of Warcraft, I know you guys can't see this, but I was sitting here.
So
'cause
you're like John Cena.
Yeah, I am. So I got this new desk chair I'm sitting in, and it does this where you can lean back in it and then lock it in position.
So you're like Cena and Fat Joe.
I'm like it. Well, what happened is I was setting up the stream setup, and I was leaned back like this, and I was just sitting using my keyboard and mouse, and I looked like the dude from South Park when
Yeah,
they do the World of Warcraft, and I was like, I'm gonna sit up straight from now on. This is it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, the dude that they need like the sword of 1,000 truths.
Yeah. And I was like, but I was kind of I kind of understand now because this is comfortable. Like if you're playing keyboard and mouse games, and you're just sitting like this,
Dude,
it's-
100%.
dude, the fucking.
And you got some
it's-
chips on your stomach or something?
Oh my
and-
god, yeah, I fucking had chips on me.
Like the dude is just doing like clicks on the mouse, so you could just be eating and clicking and eating, clicking and eating and clicking.
Yeah, I'm just sitting in Fortnite waiting for the next game to load. As a banana.
Yeah, I mean
That's my avatar's a banana. I'm a banana.
that's cool.
You know why? 'Cause I peel caps all over fools in that game.
I thought it was because your potassium was low, or that you're a huge fan of Banana Stein.
Yes, that I didn't even put it together. That's Banana Stein right there.
So everyone's gonna think you're Banana Stein behind the mask.
Yeah. So one thing we were trying to do when we were talking about, we were like, hey, what are we talking about for this episode? You mentioned Nick Cannon. I was like, let's save it. I want to know about Nick Cannon and Lupus. I want to learn about that. But I was kind of like Googling some stuff, and I was kind of coming across the idea there ain't anything happening in the nothing seems interesting to talk about in the world right now.
I mean, there was a shooter yesterday at
there?
Chicago fucking parade.
Oh.
4th of July parade. Dude,
look, it's a top story on Apple News. I didn't see this.
Motherfucker, I see it on the news right before I came over here. This motherfucker dresses up in a dress.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he puts
How did I
on
miss
he
this?
puts on a dress and women's clothes, shoots people from with an AR-15, I believe it was, from a roof.
Okay.
Walks away, drops the AR-15 somewhere, and then just goes into the crowd like it's normal.
Did they catch him?
They eventually caught him. I think they eventually caught him because they put his picture on the news.
Let's see. There's some. I'm looking here at the. Wow, I didn't. So was he transgender or something?
No,
or
he looked like Roseville's finest. So if you're
I see him here.
If you're
But he just dressed in women's clothes.
Yes.
Does he do we know if he normally dresses?
I
in
don't
women's
think
clothing?
so. I think it was literally a disguise.
I don't know, that's an interesting take on a disguise. I mean, yeah.
Not that I condone any of that because it's this is fucking horrible and it's got to stop.
Yeah.
But you wear a fucking dress or something, you do this in a wig, and then you just take that shit off. I mean,
let's see the full portrait of Cremo. This is from the Chicago Tribune. I'm looking at from the Apple News site. I didn't even see this. Let's see. His parents said they're in shock. Well, yeah, they wouldn't be that. Would suck if the parents came out and was like, "Fuck it, I knew this was happening."
Right.
Nobody's. I'm
That's
not
I think
surprised
that's
by that
one of Tasha's jokes. When that happens, they always ask the people around them,
Yeah.
and Tasha's well, with my friends, yeah, I could see it.
Yeah. Yeah, no. When they always ask, they always say "Oh, he's such a quiet person. I just never would have thought they would
He
have
just
done
kept
it."
to himself.
Yeah, it's
That's probably the problem.
Yeah, that's
Jesus
why it's
Christ.
a surprise. Otherwise, you would have caught him.
Right.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's
the gun laws. I'm not getting political here. The gun laws in Chicago are the strictest in the country. So
they're pretty.
not
intense.
to say one way or the other, but
yeah, I don't know. Because that's gonna be what the argument's about. Other than the fact of what, did they ever explain why? Because I'm scrolling through here.
No, I don't think they did.
They're not.
I don't know if it was a random. Obviously, it was a random act of violence, but I have no idea if the kid was bullied or fucking. I don't know.
Well, but it was just a parade. He shot up.
Yeah, 4th of July parade.
Was it Was there a special parade or just a normal?
Just a 4th of July parade.
Okay, so it wasn't a race thing or a fucking trans thing or something. Because he was dressed up like a woman. So I'm just trying to.
I don't think so.
Understand.
I think it was literally just a 4th of July parade. I think he saw a lot. His opportunity. There was going to be a lot of people in one area at one time, and
oh wow. Yeah.
I think there was only. Not to say only, but I think there was 4 deaths.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's
and 24 injured or something.
All right, well because otherwise I was scrolling through here. Oh well, you know why? All these stories got updated 20 minutes ago. When we were talking about this, we didn't have any of this shit here. Now there's all kinds of shit. This is all about the same story. There's a toddler that was found orphaned at the scene, and then now it's about wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's more COVID-19. But okay, aside from that,
wait, COVID-19 still a thing?
Yeah, COVID-19's there. The health risk of getting COVID-19 a second or third time. I don't know what that. I'm hoping it's something cool. Listen, you're not gonna have the stamina you once had, but you're gonna grow A third arm.
Yeah, I was gonna say an extra limb.
That would be cool. Because I'm gonna be honest, I could use a third arm.
Or like you get like Cyclops powers.
Yeah. What if that's how mutants became? Is like COVID-19, and that's how you got your superpowers?
I mean, I'm not sure if I've ever had it, but I never got a vaccination or a booster. And I'm still alive.
Yeah,
So
I got a one chip deal, but I never got the boosted chip.
there was one. I think it was one day last week. It had to have been last week. I oddly enough saw a lot of people wearing masks.
Really?
It was just one day though, and it was really weird.
Was it like just in general life, or was it like an event? Or
No, it was just general life, like CVS and like just stores.
That's interesting. Maybe I don't know. I haven't heard anything about like. I haven't heard shit about COVID-19. Like I forget sometimes until there's I'll see somebody with a mask on occasionally, and but then I'm like, oh, whatever. But then again, I have a very small radius of where I go now, so I'm not exposed to too many people I wouldn't normally see. But yeah, as we were looking here, there just ain't there. That's it. It's some COVID-19 and Ukraine, which I'm like, I don't know what's going on over there. All I know is it's not good. I just know it's not good. And I know like you check into Vice, and you get weird stuff you could buy on Amazon, and NASA. And there's that going on.
NASA's still around, huh?
NASA's still a thing. I know. Yeah, the spacecraft sent to the unexplored orbit of the moon outpost goes silent. So we lost the spacecraft.
Space Force probably wouldn't have went silent.
Whatever happened to Space Force? Is that still a thing?
I have no idea. Was that Trump's thing?
Yeah,
or
that
no?
was his thing. He's like, no, we needed an
colonize
army in
the
space.
moon or something.
So he made a Space Force. I don't even know if that's like when Biden came in, he was like, let's get rid of that.
That'd be awesome if there was like 4 people, like, and that was like Space Force. They're like, all right, like they got like a huge office building, and like it's different suites, and like it's in Washington D.C. or wherever, and like they have like on one floor of this like 20-floor building, right? There's suite, hundreds of suites in there. Mm-hmm. There's one little suite that like in the maybe on like the 7th floor. Yeah, that's Space Force, and there's like 4 cubicles.
It's like that.
It's like one office and 3 cubicles.
It's like the little command center that they set up in The Wire, where it's just like a bunch of people that just can't really hack it at anything else.
They're like, you got Space Force.
Yeah, this guy shot a teacher or something. What was it? This guy fucking? He's an alcoholic.
Yeah.
This guy
needs a safe spot to stay because his wife's abusive.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. And they're like, all right, this is gonna be known as Space Force. Just get your telescopes out and look.
Yeah, that would be a great show. Wait, does that exist? That now that I say that, is there a Space Force
Awakenings?
Like if they did a show about Space Force, but it was like The Wire, but like not as intense. I put Space Force,
and they never have any real threats. They're just like,
oh, there is a show. Steve Carell's in it. Oh, I didn't know this. It's on Netflix. Oh. There's like 2 seasons. What is
Maybe this is exactly what we're talking about.
What is it about? Space Force American Workplace Comedy. It's exactly what we're talking about. God damn it. We should have done
a little bit more research. That's what happens when you have topics on the fly.
Was it canceled? Is the big question. Wasn't 2 years what is it? Was there a season 3 of Space Force? Netflix has opted not to renew it. Okay, so then it's over. So we still have a shot.
All right,
we can
we
do
just
it
call
our
it
own.
something different, like Space Force Awakening.
Yes.
Or Space Force X.
Fucking A. God.
Watch out for the moon.
See, that's what I need to do. I need to get into like a writer's room in Hollywood. And I'm like, listen, we're gonna create a show. It's called Space Force. They're like, listen, we did it with Steve Carell. Yeah, it got canceled. We're going to do it again. Like, they've done that before where they've brought back, like, what was it? There was, what's the
They're
one?
Like, we're going to revamp it with Ed Helms.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's put Ed Helms in it this time. And we'll do Space, but let's do a grittier Space Force. Let's put it, but instead of, like, Space Force being in Washington, D.C., let's put it in, like, Detroit.
Or, like, Wyoming.
Or what? Is that gritty?
Well, they're just like, what do we do now? We're here out here.
It's the secret Space Force.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of nowhere. There's like it's like in a strip mall. Like there's like a massage parlor next door and like a Rite Aid. Yeah. And like they're just in the middle and they're like, hey.
That'd be pretty cool.
We're Space Force.
No one would expect that.
Right.
And then they could they'll go, here, what's our mission? Well, our mission is we need to and what if like the missions are like intense, like they're like tapping into like the Chinese government's shit, and then but they're only able to get access to like one public phone booth in China to tap the wire.
So it's just turning into the wire. But
yeah, but it's like Wyoming.
What does that have to do with space? What does China have to do with space?
Because they're trying to get space. And it's like, no, that's our space.
It has nothing to do with outer space.
Yeah. And then there's like, yeah, because they're trying to like catch the Chinese trying to get space. And they're trying to get like satellites and moons. And then, but then we also see it from the Chinese perspective. And we're like, listen, like there's like a great scene where it opens up one of the episodes where it's like a Chinese guy in their army or something, and their Space Force is talking to like a younger guy, and he's teaching him how to play chess, and he's like, "This is how you know." When
I'm trying to figure out what this is from because I know you took it from something, but
and they teach him how to. Yeah, they're like, "Listen, this is these pawns." They're just the bag.
Okay, so it's just the wire. Yeah. All right, I get it. Yeah, okay.
He's like, these guys are the ones who go into space.
It's the old cop like adopting those kids, right? Is that what you're getting at?
Well, part of that too, yeah.
No, I was thinking like Ed Helms. He's like the manager, or he's like the head in the office, and like he's always looking for things.
Yeah.
And there's one like retarded guy. And, like, it could be Zach Galifianakis. It could be somebody else.
Okay.
But, like, he'll be like, man, I can't find whatever. And, like, his answer to everything, it's like, it's in Uranus.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's all he says.
He makes, Uranus jokes?
Then he just laughs, like, hysterically. And everyone else is like,
yeah.
God damn it. We've been dealing with this for 5 years.
That could be it. I mean, if we want to make it more of a comedy, I was trying to bring a little drama to it. That's all I would.
Well, it could be a dramedy.
It could be a drama. All right. Yeah, it could be like that. It could be like, well, what if it's like this, right? What if like one of the people in the Space Force was like a hitman, and he doesn't want to be a hitman no more, so he wants to join Space Force, and then he has to like take Space Force classes.
Okay.
But he's like still
Tell me more.
But he's still got to do like hitman stuff. And he's like, I just want to be in the Space Force. That's all I want to do.
How does he still have to do hitman stuff?
I don't.
Does he have like a contract?
Well, he keeps getting pulled in, and he's trying to like leave the life behind him.
They're like, come on, Rudy, one more time.
Yeah.
And he's like, I said the last one was gonna be my last, but Rudy, I need this guy gone.
Or you could do it where it's like, all right, so it's this guy. Right, and he used to be like a Major League Baseball player, but now he's like his past his prime, so now he's got to go back home and be like work at Space Force, and then he's kind of like a dick, and nobody's like. And
he's living with his brother.
Yeah, but he's got to be. But his brother works at Space Force. He's like, I'll get you a job at Space Force. I'll hook you up.
Yeah, they need substitutes at Space Force.
Yeah, we just need you to help out. Like,
and they're like, hey, why don't you permanently join our roster?
Yeah, and he's like, no. But then eventually he becomes like the manager somehow. Yeah. And then it's like he's like it's like assistant manager.
Well, or he gets discovered by like NASA.
Yeah,
and he actually gets sent into space.
Oh, that'd be pretty good.
And then when he's in space, like. He's like, fuck this NASA shit, and he like ruins their mission, but he helps Space Force.
Yeah, I get it.
Like kind of sabotages it for Space Force.
Yeah.
And then he's got like a big-titted girlfriend. Maybe named after a month. Maybe her name's May.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, he's like,
or June.
Like then the Russians are like trying to like interfere with his mission, and they're like, oh. But they don't know his name. There's like he's like a mystic being. They call him like La Flama Blanca.
The white flame.
Yeah, he just burns up in the sky.
Oh man,
This is a good show.
This is a good show
And
idea.
Netflix ruined it because they did a shitty one with Steve Carell and they had to cancel it. This
Yeah.
one would have went on for like seasons.
we could have got Ed Helms. We could have got Zach Galifianakis. We could have got Danny McBride.
Yeah.
We could have got
There'd be fucking.
McNulty.
You could have McNulty in there. Yeah.
We could have had what's his name? The one that I used to do the impressions about. McNulty's boss.
I don't know.
With the lieutenant. He's like, McNulty,
That's a terrible impression. It's nothing like it.
McNulty, stop eating those Cheez-Its.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
That's-
dude. Like, it was him. I forget his name.
Daniels?
Yeah, Lieutenant Daniels. It's perfect.
I don't know. I don't know. about-
McNulty, we got to find Omar. Go do it.
When he's in space.
Yeah.
Like Omar's in space.
Omar's killing NASA guys.
He's
and
like-
robbing them.
He's like Robin. He flies into space wearing a trench coat and a shotgun.
Yeah,
he's like sticking up the Chinese.
He's got like one of those jetpacks.
He's got a jetpack. He's just soaring around like the Chinese they're in their spacecraft, and he's like hears them whistle outside.
He turns,
and
he turns the flames off of his jetpack when he wants to be quiet and like sneak up on him.
He just glides into space. He's just got a helmet on and a trench coat.
Yeah, and he whistles. And he happens to be gay.
No, I mean that's fine. It's 2022. It's progressive.
Oh, that's a.
I don't think, honestly, side note, I don't think the Omar character would be as cool
Oh, I know.
nowadays as it was back. Because that was like 2005.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, man, this dude is like robbing drug dealers. And then, oh, by the way, he's gay.
Yeah.
And he don't give a fuck
And he's
about
got a
it.
big scar on his face.
Yeah, and back then you're like, oh, shit, this dude don't give a fuck. Like, he's just doing it. Nowadays, it's like, yeah, who isn't gay?
Yeah.
Everybody's gay now. It's
I mean,
fine.
Omar wouldn't even be black today. He would just be a gay dude
Yeah.
that robbed people.
Yeah, and everybody like, okay, cool. He's just, so what? Everybody's gay. My mailman's gay.
Yeah.
I make out with him every day. I don't care. It's whatever. Who cares?
You just moved here, so I'm not really sure if that's fact or not.
It's whatever, dude. I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to judge. It's 2022. You got to be progressive.
My mailman's 27 different genders.
Yeah, it's cool.
Sometimes
It's
he's walking
whatever.
on all fours like a dog. I have no fucking idea.
I seen
My
that.
my mail's wet a little bit.
I saw that. That's like a thing where people do like they. I forget what the term is, but they like no, I want to walk on all fours. Like I saw TikTok videos of like no, you need to learn how to walk on all fours. It's
The
good for
pet
you.
play.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. There was one where some girl was
Some
being
rabbit
walked around.
holes, dude. Some rabbit holes I get down.
Yeah, they just go and they just walk her around on a leash. It's really weird. It was like I don't know if it's some fetish. I don't understand it. But hey, it's whatever. You want to do
Whatever,
that.
dude.
I'm not going to judge
Whatever
you.
gets your dick hard and gets your
Yeah.
pussy moist.
But what I'm saying is, though, was
I know
Omar was more
I know
badass back
cucks.
then.
I know cucks.
I heard.
I know
yeah.
people that like to get fucked in the ass.
I mean, that's whatever.
It's what they want to do.
It's not for me, but it's whatever, whatever makes them feel better,
Correct.
more comfortable.
I don't know how
I'm
that's
not gonna-
comfortable, but
I mean, some people maybe that's just. I don't know. I don't know what that's. I can't because I've never.
have you ever
experienced
ridden
it.
your bike with no seat on it? I have not, and it seems very uncomfortable.
I remember when I was a lot heavier and I was trying to ride a bike, and I had like the little mountain bike, and it had like the speed seat.
Is it the one I'm on?
Yeah, but I replaced the seat on that. The one you got is my old one, but I had to specifically buy that fatter seat because it came with a little Schwinn seat, and it basically just went right up the butt crack. And I was a lot heavier.
Yeah.
So I had a bigger ass back then, and it was just so uncomfortable. It hurt. I was like, I can't sit on this.
I had a fat ass back then.
Yeah, it was out of control. And so I had to buy that bigger seat.
I might actually
the
ride
extra
the
support.
bike over here
Yeah, you could.
next Tuesday.
Yeah, it's going to take you probably like a half hour.
Right.
That's not bad. But yeah, so going back here, we were talking about space. There's some news in space. But as I'm looking through here, these headlines, there's just nothing really popping off. Like, I'm looking at, like, what do we have here?
Apparently, Jeffree Star outed some NBA player.
Jeffree Star.
I saw
Jeffree
that
Star.
on Snapchat.
Which one? Oh, is he the trans
Yeah,
gender guy?
he's the dude that like got famous for I think like makeup videos or something on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
But apparently he said that there's a lot of celebrities, a lot of rappers and NBA players that DM him.
Hey, man, that's what they want to do. If they want to get a little bit of that, what does he look like? I know he's not James Charles. I know who James Charles is.
He looks like almost like every competitor on like RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, okay. So he's
just very like.
So he's not like. Okay. So he really does himself up. Okay, I get it. Yeah, hey, there's him and Logan Paul hanging out. All right, that's whatever. That's what you said. Kanye is about that.
There was rumors when him and Kim got divorced or whatever that he was messing around with Jeffree Star, but I think Jeffree Star actually denied that.
Oh, really?
Rumor,
he shut it down. Okay.
Yeah.
But he was saying, no, not it wasn't Kanye, but it was like
it was some NBA player.
Let me look it up. Let's find it out. We got it. We got all the news in front of me.
But that was on Snapchat too, so I didn't look at it.
Oh, it popped up. It was it looks like Jeffree Star outs NBA player live on Impulsive podcast. That's the Nick Paul, the fucking Logan Paul podcast.
All right, that makes sense.
And then the NBA player made death threats.
Oh.
Wait a minute. This is from 2021. Where's the recent one? And an NBA player are dating. Oh, wait, they're actually dating.
No.
Jeffree Star and an NBA player are dating. Is it Andre Marhold? Here is an answer.
I never heard of that guy.
Why don't you tell me what the answer is? Why put the headline of, like, what's the answer?
And then have, like, a bunch of ads.
Is it Andre Marhold? Okay, I'm on, like, paragraph 6. Okay, the professional basketball player Andre Marhold was dating a beauty guru, Jeffree Star, back in 2020. However, the pair separated 2 months after. I don't even know. Do you know who this Andre is?
I have no idea who he is.
Okay, so he's
never heard of him.
Apparently he's at the moment playing for the Jobstairs 46ers in Germany.
Oh, cool.
So he's a German basketball player.
So he's not an NBA player.
So yeah, I don't know. Okay, well that's not as. But let's see. They have not been linked together until this year's April, when Jeffree posted a TikTok video of him and Andre in Wyoming.
I told you, Wyoming's the place to be. Space Force, Jeffree Star, Eric Bischoff, they're all in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Bischoff lives there.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I heard Wyoming is like
Kanye and Kim moved there.
Yeah, I did hear about that. I heard Kanye West bought a bunch of land out there.
That's going to be the new hotness, dude.
Here's Jeffree Star. He's petting a ox in fucking Wyoming.
Ox Force.
Yeah.
Dude, we could make a show called Ox Force, and it could be out of Wyoming.
It's called Star Yak Ranch.
Dude.
That's...
Ox Force. We make a show called Ox Force, right?
Just get a bunch of ox.
Yeah, you get a bunch of oxen, right? And you get a herder. And he's like, all right, how are we going to take over the world with my ox? So he goes state to state trying to like...
With one ox?
No, with his bunch of oxen. Yeah. And he herds them to different states and just like goes into town and ramples up people.
Is he like Paul Bunyan?
Sure.
Because Paul Bunyan had an ox.
Yeah, but he had a blue ox. These are all real oxes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Those shows are work in progress. We'll figure it out.
Ox Force. Okay.
Ox Force.
Hey, all right. I think there's something promising there.
Starring John Stamos.
John Stamos. That's I honestly think that's a perfect casting. Yeah, I mean, look, as I'm scrolling through here, all this is about COVID, and there's like, I guess, Minions are on Twitter, I guess, from the movie Minions. There's
Minions are on Twitter.
Yeah, we got Minions on Twitter. TikTok, there's some TikTok news. Apparently, Christian fascists are on TikTok now. So shout out to them. Just holding it down.
That's a weird combination.
That is an odd combination.
Or is people calling him fascist?
Good question. I don't know. Let's see here. TikTok.
Well, that might be the whole abortion thing too, because they're claiming that it's religious or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because of the pro-life. Yeah, pro-life people tend to be religious. Or religious people tend to be pro-life. Somehow that works together. This isn't a fever dream. A TikTok video with 11,000 views and part of a growing online subculture that's propping up surging Christian nationalist and Christo-fascist ideology. I don't even know what that is. In the United States and beyond, Christian nationalists. Is that a thing?
I have no idea.
And their country that believe that their country's policies and laws should reflect evangelical Christian values, and cultural war issues like LGBTQ rights, critical race theory, and immigration. I don't know. Don't we have a thing of separation of church and state like this? I don't think they're not going to get too far on that one. So
I don't know. You're watching The Righteous Gemstones. They get pretty far.
that's true. But I wouldn't mind. The Gemstones seem okay.
Misbehaving.
Yeah.
Running around the house with a pickle in my mouth. Misbehaving.
I mean, honestly, they did a pretty good job making that a legit song until like that line where I was like, what are we doing? Like, is that something you do down south? I don't like, but otherwise it was like, all right, you got to like it's a real song.
Yeah, because there's like a line, something like, Daddy said not to, but I did it anyway.
Yeah.
Misbehaving, and then like, run around the house with a pickle in my mouth.
I just hate that they keep calling him Baby Boy Billy. Like, why did
Baby Billy?
The dude's like 60. And it's like, is he still a baby boy? Like, I don't know.
And what's his name with his like army of men?
Wait, which one?
Not Danny McBride, the other son. I forget his name.
The younger son?
Yeah.
He's got an army of. Maybe I haven't gotten that far.
Okay.
All I've gotten to is where he goes.
He doesn't have his muscle men yet.
No, he's just got the one. And he last scene I was in, I think, with him was they stole the van, and he comes out with only a T-shirt on, and he's like, "Hey, I don't think that."
Pooh Baron.
Yeah, it's like that T-shirt isn't as long as you think it is.
His dick's just hanging there.
Yeah, there's
a lot of dick in there.
There's a lot of dick in that show. There's been dick in there's a show on Amazon. I know you're not like a superhero guy, but if you have Amazon Prime, The Boys.
I've heard.
Watch. It's actually pretty good. Seth Rogen actually writes it. I found
really?
out, which kind of makes more sense now of why it's Seth Rogen and the and Evan, the fucking his
Michael Cera?
Yeah. Well, not Michael Cera, but no, the real Evan.
Oh.
That's
Michael
Michael
Cera?
Cera's based on.
Fogel?
Yeah. Something like that. But yeah, they actually write the whole show. So it's like, okay, now this because Seth Rogen makes a cameo in like the recent season.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you're actually the second person this week that's told me about The Boys.
Yeah,
so.
it's pretty good. I watched the first 2 seasons a year ago. I kind of marathoned it. I was like, oh, it's okay. And then this season is really good. And then once it kind of clicked. I was like, oh, this is a Seth Rogen show
Production.
It's like, all right, now I get why the humor is some of the way it is, and it's like it makes more sense now. But yeah, so there's a lot of dick in that show. There's some dick in. I'm trying to. I'm just noticing because I've been watching a lot of I've been catching up on like shows on HBO, mostly on HBO, and I'm just noticing like that people just show dick more often now. I was watching that show Barry. I don't know if you heard about that. That's with Bill Hader.
No.
That's not that good. It's okay.
Bill Hader could be in Space Force.
Yeah. That was the Hitman plot.
Or Ox Force.
Yeah.
Ox Force could be.
He could be in that. I could see Bill Hader in that.
Or like we get like someone like I don't know. I was thinking like Jason Momoa, but like somebody else for Ox Force. Because you got to have a big dude for the Ox. Or you could have a really small guy and the Ox does all his bidding.
Now that actually would work, I think, a little bit better.
Like Michael Cera.
Yeah, I think Michael Cera would work because he ain't really doing anything else.
Right. He's like, Ox Force. And they all just fucking run at somebody and stampede them.
Like, you know what I'm surprised that they haven't done? Why haven't they gotten Jonah Hill and Michael Cera back in a movie together?
Because it hasn't been 20 years since Superbad, so they'll do it in like, that came out in like 06, I think, 05.
Yeah.
So they'll do it in like 3 years, 3-4 years. And it'll be Superbad 2, and it's going to be terrible.
But like, I'm surprised they haven't put them in anything else together
Maybe
since
they
then.
hate each other.
But,
this is the end.
Were they in? Oh yeah, they were in that, I guess. I'm talking about like them primarily, together,
right?
Starring together. Like that could have been like a duo. And Jonah Hill now, I mean, he's done a lot of stuff. Michael Cera,
fat and skinny.
Yeah, Michael Cera, he's not really doing anything.
Maybe he's just living off that Juno money.
I mean, he did get the Juno money. He did Scott Pilgrim, and he did. You know what the problem with Michael Cera is? Fucking Zuckerberg. What's his?
Eisenberg.
Eisenberg.
Yeah, he
stole all of his shit.
He out Sarah.
Yeah, because when Eisenberg became Zuckerberg,
yeah,
then it was like, oh, okay, well, we don't need Michael Cera no more.
Right.
This guy sucks. We want this guy.
Yeah, and he was in that magician movie.
Yeah.
He was in.
He was Lex Luthor in the
yeah,
Batman vs.
and he was
Superman
in.
and all that. What? Oh, Zombieland.
Zombieland.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Yeah. 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 See, he's like the better Michael. I bet Michael Cera hates
Actually,
him.
he was in Zombieland with Emma Stone, who was in Superbad.
Oh, yes.
So
that's
Emma
right.
Stone, maybe she was like, Michael Cera sucks. Get
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah, they were like, no, fuck Michael Cera.
Yeah.
Michael Cera's probably hates him. He probably has
That would
like,
be a
pictures
great
of him.
celebrity death match.
Oh, between those two?
Yeah.
That would be good.
Claymation style.
They should do that. They should bring that back,
They
Celebrity
should.
Deathmatch.
With Stone Cold.
Yeah, Stone Cold should be on it, and like Vince.
I don't know if Mills Lane's still alive.
Mills Lane's dead. He
Is he?
died a long time ago, yeah. He used to have his... I used to watch his show, Judge Mills Lane.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Oh, speaking of the judge show, it's like my dad watches the judge shows.
I
right?
love those.
And I was watching Judy today.
Oh, Judge Judy?
Yeah.
Now, is it recent Judy or older Judy?
I can't tell.
Recent Judy is like she really looks old, and she for some reason has like her hair back, and so it makes it looks even more older.
Okay, no, she still had the bob.
Okay, so that's kind of like
So these might be all reruns. I don't know.
yeah, they're probably reruns.
But it's funny because like you'll look at like the defendant or plaintiff. I started doing this today. You look at the people behind them,
oh yeah,
and like Judge Judy said something to the defendant, like because it was about like a rental agreement. This lady like fucked up this guy's house, and like everything she would say, like they would show the defendant, and there was these two ladies like right behind her, like in the audience or whatever they call it, and they just both had their hands crossed, like
yeah, they would just be disapproving.
yeah, just like nodding their head, like no, and like had this very big look of disappointment on their face, like I can't believe you actually did that.
I saw Judge Judy kick out somebody from the audience before.
Did you?
Yeah, they were like laughing, and she was just like, "You need to get out. You get your things, get out of here." The old school Judge Judy though, that was the shit because there were these people. They wouldn't like the more recent ones. She kind of like helps them along a little. The old ones, she wouldn't do that, and they would get so flustered, and they would like get kicked out. There was one woman who like got up and just left the room, then came back in, and then came back, and then she wouldn't like hear her out anymore. And there's some good ones.
There's like my dad
YouTube.
lines up like the judge shows, and there's like People's Court, and I think that's the 3. There's one with 3 judges.
Yeah, fuck that one. I know the one you're talking about. Yeah.
The one chick though, she's like blonde. She looks like super hot, and then she opens her mouth, and she's got like the thickest New York accent.
Yeah, and I used to watch back in the day. It was Judge Judy. She was the best. Judge Mills Lane wasn't bad. And then there was Judge Joe Brown.
Brown's still on. My dad watches
he?
Brown. Yeah, he's
Joe-
at like 2:00.
But Judge Joe Brown would be like, they would try to like almost Jerry Springer it, where it was like, these teens don't want to listen to nobody.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
Oh, okay, good.
And then they got the People's Court with I think it's the 3. That's that one, and then they have one other one.
So the People's Court's got like some lady on there for a while. She was trying to be like a Judge Judy like, but before her, there was a dude.
There's a dude and 2 women on there.
Yeah, there was an older dude. He's like Judge Jerry, and not Judge Jerry Springer. Because I know that Jerry Springer's got a fucking thing, but his name he went by like Judge Jerry, and it was actually Judge Judy's husband.
Really?
Yeah. So the Judy household, whatever the fucking last name is, I can't remember. The Scheindlin household.
Yeah, it's something Jewish.
He had like 2 shows. He had the husband had a show on People's Court, and then she had Judge Judy.
Well, you'll watch some of them, and like obviously some of them are reruns.
Yeah.
And like I forget which one. It might be Brown, Joe Brown, or Judge Brown. He like does COVID ones where they're just on the screen.
He just does a Zoom one.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, Judge Judy at least still had him come in.
Yeah. There's definitely a Zoom.
Well, yeah, fuck that. I don't want to watch Zoom. I don't want to watch Zoom Court. Zoom Court sucks.
I saw Price is Right today. Speaking of midday TV, and 3 people in the spinoff hit $1. So 3 people got $1,000. The second person hit the one again, got $25,000. The second person hit the green, so they got $10,000, and then the other person just fucked up. There's
That's
a lot
still-
of money given away on Price is Right with Drew Carey.
That Drew Carey's still doing
Yeah.
it? Is he?
He looks old.
Does he really?
Yeah.
He's not. He's not looking so hot.
He's looking like. Who can I compare him to? He's looking like. Didn't De Niro have like slick back hair recently for something?
Oh, I don't. Maybe.
Slick
it-
slick back hair with a bushy beard.
Is that what he's doing now?
Yes.
Drew Carey's got a beard?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me look him up. Drew Carey. What is he looking like? Because he kind of like.
You might have to go now.
Yeah, let me look up now.
Yeah, because all that's like from the show.
Drew Carey. Wait, this? Is this Drew Carey?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
That
Drew Carey.
guy?
Yeah.
He looks like. Who does he look like?
Like
Wow.
Colonel Sanders.
He is old. He reminds me of someone. I can't put
I
my
know.
finger on it. Wow.
Kind of looks like a guy I used to work with
Yeah, what?
named Jamie.
Why is he looking like that?
He's just old, dude.
He lost his like famous glasses and everything, and I don't like it. I don't like this. He looks like Jeff Bridges from the fucking Big Lebowski.
The dude.
Yeah, but Jeff Bridges now. You know, like this. I don't like it. I don't like this. Drew Carey, you gotta stop.
Well,
dude.
you have no choice.
You gotta cut it out. This is ridiculous. Someone control that guy. He's out of control. Well, look, I think we covered everything that we could do.
We covered Nick Cannon. We covered current news.
All the current news, you know, and I think this explains why we don't typically do the news, because there's not a lot of interesting news out there. Everything sucks.
Everything sucks, and then if we have too much of an opinion on something, we're gonna get blackballed from everything.
Yeah, we can't do that. We can't weigh in, because one day if we try to weigh in on one of these political topics, like, whether or not Drew Carey's beard is out of control.
Yeah.
Someone could cancel. Somebody would be like, no, you're fucking, the beard, it needs to stay. And
Look
how
here,
dare you?
Pat Sajak.
Yeah, you can't fucking beard shame. There's no beard shaming. That's...
Tell my boss that.
Yeah.
Anyway, until next time, I am Bobby Caboose. This is Melvin Troy. And what you gonna do, brother, when the 60